quiet of the morning, when the world is still and calm, I find a place where I belong, a haven from the storm. The gentle breeze, it whispers through the trees so tall and green. In this
Yes, it's big back and huge. This is Let's Talk Tourism, and basically we are looking forward to make sure that we bring you most of the interesting stories. And previously, we have been into a conservation week, and conservation week basically it means much. A lot was done. We had a lot of conservational issues that were being addressed. We celebrated the World Wildlife Day. We had institutional, tertiary institutions, quiz competitions. We had the primary, we had the Crane Festival celebration. So it was quite much that was being celebrated within this week, the conservation week. And guess what? Now we have on Let's Talk Tourism. Tonight we bring you the learners of Wildlife Club of Mbarara Junior School. These learners have done much, and they need to showcase, they need to show you their brilliance, their conservation ideas, and what they have brought for you. And don't miss, we are going to assess these particular learners, and guess what? We have bigger that is coming forward. Stay tuned. We'll be back. All right, a very good evening, our dear viewers, and this is Let's Talk Tourism, and basically we are back this year to make sure that yes, we protected against, and we have now everything is so cool, the environment is so cool, and everything is so nice. And guess what? We are at Mbarara Junior School, and their environment looks quite gorgeous. So literally we are with learners of Wildlife Club at Mbarara Junior School. So these learners have really gotten an experience of what it means to protect it against of our environment. So we are talking about environment and conservation. This is what we need to share with the young generation that is trying to come ahead, such that what we have protected is still secured for the next other more generations to come. So with us we have learners, and basically it's quite, they look so nice. If you try to see, they look so nice in their green and white attire. So this is what it means by being in one of the conservational clubs that they have been into. So right away, we are going to have a small discussion with them. They share with us what they need to understand regarding environmental conservation, regarding protecting of our nature, regarding trying to make sure that everything looks a bit clean, and their environment they are into is a bit clean, to make sure that it can still be preserved or conserved for the next coming generations. So we have some small few questions. Allow me to a bit start with Sheldon. No, let me start with this young girl in a green attire. So your question is just simple. What made you join a Wildlife Club at Mbarara Junior School?
Good afternoon, members. My name is Itungo Gift, a pupil at Mbarara Junior School in the Wildlife Club. My love for nature made me join this club. I like seeing my environment clean, I like conserving plants, and I like green environment. That's all about me.
Okay, so you said you like having a green environment. The environment at your school looks a bit green. What did you contribute to make sure that this environment looks the way how it is still looking like?
One of the things I can do, maybe like I can pick litter around the compound. Maybe I can weed around the trees in the school compound and water them so that they can grow in good health, so that we can have a greener environment.
Exciting, very brilliant. So this is what we call, you see, if you try to plant a tree, ensure you do what we call M&E strategy. Once you do the M&E strategy, make sure that the tree that you have planted, don't let nature take care of it. It's still your responsibility to make sure that you have planted the tree, ensure that the water is being, the plant is being watered, ensure to make sure that if the plant needs manure, put the manure, and don't let that tree to be destroyed by the other by other people. Thank you so much. You said your name is
Gift.
Gift. That's nice responses that you have given to us. So, what is the most exciting thing you have learned about wildlife or the environment?
Hello viewers, my name is Nimunji Anna, a pupil at Mbarara Junior School, a proud member of Wildlife Club. Well, my exciting thing that I learned from the environment is that human activities, the things we do, are the ones that determine the environment. Your actions towards the trees, towards the plants, will affect the way they appear. So my exciting part was when I had to clean up the environment and recycle the materials to make new crafts and stuff. It was very nice. I felt like I was using the waste to make something very important, which helped in the economy because you can sell them and get income. So it's getting something that looks useless to make it something that is so important. And my also exciting part was when we had to go to the national park and see how the animals and trees are cared for, so that when we come back to our school environment, we can also ensure that our plants and the nature in it is cared for properly. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much. I liked your point about waste management and recycling. So, I carried one of small things here. Okay, I need the viewers to see it very well. So you said you talked about economy. You talked
Yes.
about crafting something like this,
Yes.
and you said about keeping the environment clean. So if you try to observe very well, what materials do you think we could have used to produce this?
Well, according to the looks of things, I can see a box,
Okay.
and some people may look at it like a useless thing in the environment that pollutes it and then try to ban them, causing air pollution. But by using it to make crafts, you can sell this and then you get income. Then the pieces of wood,
Mhm.
that
This
was
one.
actually some nice creativity and support.
Okay.
It really makes the thing look so fun.
Mhm.
And thread
Thread. Okay.
is, you use the thread to make the pom poms and some beads.
Okay. Pum pums. You watch cartoons?
Yes.
Uh-huh. Then you said about the economy. How much do you think you could sell this?
I can actually sell that at 3K, 3,000 shillings, because those are some nice farm designs. That's thread. I see some beads. That's jewelry. So that is something quite impressive and important to get craft.
Okay, how about if you can sell this at 50,000 UGX? Does it make sense to you, or for you to it is 3,000 shillings?
No, it actually makes good sense because it's not everyone has that knowledge of using a box to make such art.
Uh,
So it's something of great importance and something to be treasured for. So if someone was to give it to you at 50K, since you couldn't make it yourself, you'll have to buy it.
okay.
Yes.
All right. Thank you. Yeah. Yes. Thank you so much. And the questions and the answers that you are giving to us, they really see that. We really see that knowledge is being impacted, and to the management of Mbarara Junior School, work well done. All
Yes.
right. I have another question. What activities do you do in your wildlife club that make you feel proud?
My name is Samantha Jane, a pupil at Mbarara Junior School. Some of the activities I do in my club make me feel proud of it are like tree planting in our compound, picking plastic materials and recycling them so that we make some useful things.
Okay, now you told us about planting trees, okay? Planting trees. Why do you think you, as a wildlife club member, you engage yourself into planting these trees, and why do you think are necessary? Because if I try to see around your school, you have a lot of trees being planted, and the compound looks so nice.
Yes.
Hmm.
These trees prevent global warming. They also help with rain formation and they prevent drought.
Okay. Then how about if these trees shed off their leaves, where do you put those leaves that when you do the sweeping, you clean those leaves down? Where do you put the leaves now?
In the rubbish pit.
The rubbish pit. Okay, thank you so much. All right. So that was one of the learner who shared with us the experience of planting trees. And guess what? The Church of Uganda yeah, just started a campaign of planting over 15 million trees across the entire country. So we think it's not about thinking, but it should be done that wherever you are, please ensure to make sure that you put a tree into your compound, because it will contribute something towards globalization. Okay. Uh, Now let us come to this question. When you grow up, would you like to work in tourism or conservation, and why?
Yes. Hello, members. My name is Asime Blat Mwesje, a pupil at Mbarara Junior School. As we have come here, I would like to say that when I grow up, I'll make sure I be a tourism member and a conservation member for a reason. Yes, I want to be. The reason is most people I have seen being conservers of the environment have gained much, that they have cared for them, the plants. People are becoming famous because of growing many trees. Some people are famous, people are getting income. Like now, one of our vigilator, he's right here. What do you think he passed through? He's also a member of the conservation of the environment. So it means that he has gained much in this. So I encourage other members so that they can also be among the members of conserving the environment.
I have no any other word for you. We have really said it all. Allow me to switch to the big man, the only man here, and uh, whose work is to make sure that he's protecting the gains. Okay, so why do you think protecting animals and forests is important for Uganda?
Good afternoon, members. My name is Ayereza Sheldon, a pupil of Mbarara Junior School and a proud member of the Wildlife Club. It is important for us to conserve the environment because it helps to control global warming, because these trees help to absorb carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, hence helping to prevent air pollution. They also act as windbreaks to control soil erosion, which prevents the soil from losing its fertility so that we can plant more crops and we can also sell them and get income. I also see that my passion for nature also enables me to conserve the environment because I see that it is a very nice thing for me to keep on protecting these trees, helping visiting national parks and seeing how animals, plants depend on each other for survival in this environment. So it is better for us to keep these things safe to enable this environment to become even greener than it is right now.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. The points are strong, eh? The points are strong, Sheldon. And indeed, you're a proud member of Wildlife Club. Have you gotten your card yet?
No.
Okay. I will alliance with your patron to make sure that I will give you that card to you free of charge.
Thank you.
Yes. And then, thank you so much, you guys, for having turned up and for having shown the good heart of being into a wildlife club, and also being a conservationist. Okay, because your knowledge will really impact someone out there, and continue being into the club, and make sure that once you leave Mbarara Junior School, these clubs are different levels. This has been the primary. We have the institution. We have the secondary, we have the tertiary, and we still have the club members for the corporates. Okay, once you're an adult. So it has been nice to listen to you, and maybe one word, each of you to give one word to the viewers, one single word. We are starting with you, Sheldon.
I hope you shall keep on conserving the environment, because this shall help us to develop our economy and even help to increase our chances of having a good nature.
Thank you.
Well, I would like to tell the viewers out there that in case you've been complaining about your environment is affected by your activities. So in case you want a green environment, you'll be the one to plant the trees to get a green environment. So make sure that your actions protect the environment. Thank you.
Wow. Yeah. Thank you.
As I had said, when you cut one tree, you have to plant two, so that you keep protecting the trees in our environment, so that our nature becomes wow.
As I'm concluding, I want to encourage each of you who is watching and listening to us that if you want to conserve your environment, do as we have told you and you'll get what you want. Thank you.
Thank you. It's not that you should, as my fellows have said, it's not that you should only protect trees. We have also animals in the game parks. Those who maybe poach the animals for ivory, that is not good. Let's protect the animals, the trees. Cut one, plant two. Maybe as the government has set laws against the act of poaching, let's follow them, and so that we can have a greener environment and we can improve our economy. That's all I had for you.
Thank you. So those are the learners from Wildlife Club of Mbarara Junior School, and this school has really been a good member of Wildlife Clubs of Uganda, and right now we are going to move directly to the office to see their club patron, who is really impacting these noble minds and of these young children to make sure that they continue the work. Please don't leave your screen. We have seen great minds that the learners have, and of course we believe for these learners to have such a kind of conservational minds, there has to be someone who is really nurturing these learners to be responsible citizens of protecting the nature. So with us we have their, I may say, like a guardian, but he's going to give us his titles as he's introducing himself, who is behind nurturing these learners. And within the environment, they are staying within here at Mbarara Junior School to make sure that some good work, some good conservation work is being available. So with us, he's going to share with us his particular titles and what probably he does, and of course we move straight away to one-on-one hit questions. Sir, you're most welcome.
Thank you,
And let's talk tourism.
Right.
Basically, you may introduce yourself and tell the viewers.
Thank you so much, sir. Francis Mkwatanse is my name. I'm the patron Wildlife Club of Mbarara Junior School, but also have many responsibilities in the school. I'm the assistant DOS. I'm the assistant deputy in charge finance, head of SST department, and teacher's representative on PTA.
All right.
Yeah.
These titles, there's one that I have heard that is going to make us live with a smile.
Yes.
Assistant in charge of finance. Okay. Now, Mr. Francis, we have some few questions for you.
Yes,
we have seen the learners that you have nurtured as a club patron for Wildlife Club, and we wanted to ask you some few questions. For how long have you been into the Wildlife Club?
This club was formed here in 2022, and we are 4 years old.
Okay.
Yes.
4 years old.
Yeah.
And you all this much active
Yes.
This is some good work. Now, 4 years, you have joined the Wildlife Club.
Yes.
So how do you think the Wildlife Club has really impacted your school?
Well, since the formation of this club, our school has changed, especially the environment. We've taken part in tree planting. We've taken part in planting of the flowers all over. We've done recycling. We've planted. We have an orchard. Actually, all those are done by this club. And also, we condemn the bringing of plastics and polythene in this school. Children are not allowed to pack anything in a plastic bottle or in a polythene paper. But also we do picking of the rubbish in the compound. We do recycling, and we sensitize people here know that wherever you need something which is not green grass, you have to pick it and take it to the dustbin or rubbish pit. We have done that very well, and all children are sensitized and they know what we want.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I remember sometime when I was also still in a school, I was also into the Wildlife Club. So it nurtured us into being responsible conservationists.
Yes.
So you as the school, how do you think Wildlife Clubs of Uganda as an organization has really impacted you in terms of capacity building, you as maybe I may say patrons?
Thank you so much. Wildlife Clubs of Uganda has helped us so much as far as environmental conservation is concerned. We've had workshops. Actually, last year I went to Naivasha.
Okay.
Mbarara Junior School was one of the primary schools that represented Uganda. Actually, it was only Mbarara Junior School and Wildlife Junior. And we learned a lot from there. Actually, when we came back, I had to change my mindset, and we are doing the best. Yeah. And actually, these people, this last year, they came here, we had an exhibition, and our learners learned a lot. Since then, we have not remained the same. Yeah.
Okay. Now, then another final thing is I have heard you that one of the learners say that maybe you have been engaging yourself into trips.
Right.
How do you think these trips really impact your learners in terms of environmental conservation is concerned?
Actually, concerning trips, I want to say thank you to the Wildlife Clubs of Uganda, because we always have our tours at a subsidizing price as members of Wildlife Club. Actually, each one of us, whether learners or teachers, whatever, we pay only 2,000. And we have managed to go across all the national parks, I think, in Uganda. So that I say thank you so much for availing us with cards, which enable us to have cheap tours. And as we go, we have, of course, we have to learn about nature, how animals are conserved, how plants are conserved. And when we come back here, we make sure we impact all that information into our learners, which has enabled us to have a greener and clean environment at Mbarara Junior School.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much for sharing with us. Now, to the junior school that I have been into, now that the environment I have seen, it's really some nice piece of work. You need to visit this school and then you get to see how this school really looks like. But I don't know how your school looks like. I don't know if your school has a wildlife club. But I tell you is that you need to make sure that you do what is needed, such that environmental conservation is being implemented into your school, such that we are all protecting the mother nature that we have as the school. Thank you for Thank you for being with us on this show. One thing that I would want to ask you, Mr. Francis, is what is your final say to the viewers or to the teacher who is outside there watching?
My final say, first of all, I have to thank you so much for visiting us and for covering us. And to the viewers outside there or other patrons or other teachers who have not started the clubs, I do encourage you to have wildlife clubs in your schools so that you can conserve nature. It's very important to teach these young ones on nature conservation, so that at least in the future we can have a better Uganda.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you so much for being with us on Let's Talk Tourism. And this is a new version of 2026. Please stay with us until next time. Bye-bye.
In the quiet of the morning, when the world is still and calm, I find a place where I belong, a haven from the storm. The gentle breeze, it whispers through the trees so tall and green. In this
You are watching Top Notch TV, Beyond the Lens.